Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Chernarus, and yeah, I'm trying to remember where I am. I think I'm up by Novrod Midvosk. I think. I'm not quite sure because it's been a while. I've been playing an awful lot of Warzone, Call of Duty's Battle Royale, recently. But it's time to go back to probably, I don't know, could this be one of the greatest games ever made? I think it probably is. Yeah, it's time to get back to, God, I can't even remember how to open doors. I'm trying to get back to DayZ. So I'm kind of, this little adventure I started a couple of weeks ago when we reset the server, way back on March 31st, which was approximately 19 days ago, and I'm quite well set up actually. I've got a shotgun, I've got two full bottles of water, a can of Pepsi, rags, gloves. I've got loads of meat. I must have killed lots of chickens last time. We've got seeds with which to start building stuff. So I was kind of planning on, if I am where I am, if I am where I am, sound like a beginning of a song. If I am where I think I am, my plan was kind of to head west. Right, wait a minute. This is a school, isn't it? This, I think. So let's just take my bearings. Or a hospital. It's a school or a hospital. Let's go around the front and have a look, then we can figure out what it is. Yeah, to kind of head west, and then peel. Yeah, this is a hospital. Yeah, if we go inside, we'll probably find some surgical gloves or something like that. Yeah, it's definitely a hospital. Yeah, there you go, sailing bag. Right, okay, so it's hospital, so that means I'm pretty sure I know where I am. Now, so what we want to do is really just head west now. Let's see what have I have got a compass. Excellent. I've forgotten everything I've got. Alright, yeah, there we go. There's our compass. So that's west, isn't it? I can see I'm missing an axe. It'd be nice to find an axe or something like that. But I have been remit. I haven't looked at the chat yet. I'm sure lots of people are in the chat already. Let's have a look. Who's along for tonight's stream to start off with? We've got Claire. Hello, Claire. And we've got Nuggy. Aye, PC or PS4? This is the PlayStation 4, my friend. PlayStation 4. It's a beautiful afternoon here on Chernarus. You forget how amazing this game is, don't you? You really do. It's unbelievable. So, if you're new to the stream, I see we've got Fuppy. Morning, good morning. It's good evening here in the UK. Where are you? Moxie. Good to have you along, my friend. So, I'm playing on our private PlayStation servers. So, as part of Scalespeeder Gaming, we have 4 private servers at the moment. 2 each for Xbox and PlayStation. Oh, a barrel. Oh, I like barrels. 1 each for Livonia or Chernarus for both consoles. And they're PvE only, player versus environment only. So basically, it's a bit like mostly having a single player experience, wandering around and just enjoying playing DayZ as a survival game and a building game, rather than worrying about getting shot in the back. Because we all kind of agreed to do that. And there's a couple of little barriers to entry. Basically, you've got to be 18 or over, and you've got to pay $2 a month to the upkeep of the servers. To get in, but as I say, they gets you access to a Chernarus private server and a Livonia private server if you've got the Livonia DLC. Mock says if you head to Green Mountain left that gift. I will definitely. That's what my plan is. My plan is to do a little bit of it, and then peel on down to Green Mountain, just to see what we can find, and just get back into the swing of things with the amazing game that is DayZ. I suppose the main road out of town is that one down there, isn't it? How am I shoot? Let's have a look. Let's take stock. So, gloves are okay. How are my shoes? Shoes are worn. Have I got spare shoes? I've got no tape. For some reason I've got a load of submachine gun. I've got an SG5K. Right, okay. Okay, so we want to think about finding some more shoes. A rather jaunty cowboy hat on. Yeah, I'd like to find an axe at some point as well. But you know, we're doing all right. Let's just check where we go. We are going in the right direction, aren't we? Because I'm notorious for heading off in the. Oh, here we go. Our first zombies. Tell you what we should probably use. Our food is good, our drink is good, but we probably have to start a fire and cook some of that chicken steak in a bit. If you're new to DayZ, DayZ is a post-apocalyptic survival adventure game set in Eastern Europe. After the zombie apocalypse, and you've got to stay alive. That's the win state for this game. There are no missions, there is no storyline to speak of. It's literally just stay alive by eating, drinking, avoiding zombies, avoiding bears, avoiding wolves, avoiding falling off high buildings, and on the public servers or other private servers, avoiding getting shot and possibly eaten by other players. Never a pleasant experience. Probably the jankiest game you will ever play, but also probably one of the best games you will ever play. Oh look, jerry can. Jerry can. Noogie AI says, I like having a server, I only have Livonia. You're lucky that you have many. Well, I'm very lucky in the fact I have a fantastic community of people who pay, you know, those $2 a month each. Oh, another jerry can. That enable us to, you know, have this kind of experience. The single player experience. Although I am planning on going back onto the public servers at some point, and going back on Livonia. I still feel like I haven't really scratched the surface of Livonia, you know. Yeah, I've been very much loving Warzone. Call of Duty, if you haven't tried it already, free to play, Battle Royale, absolutely amazing. And it's not just Battle Royale though, there is a game mode called Plunder, which is a respawn game mode, so you don't have to worry about that. I'll tell you what, I bet there's going to be a water pump around here, isn't there, so we can fill up our bottle. Uh-oh. We've got a server restart. That's unusual. What's up in there then? That is strange. Why has that happened? Why has that happened indeed? Server status. Hmm. Okay, just bear with us for a sec. It could be that we just had a problem with the internet. So we're getting the Livonia server is coming up. But not the Chernarus one. Right, bear with me while I just have a quick look at the server on Nitrado's website. Says it's still running okay. Very strange. Ah, something's happened, definitely, because the name disappeared. Right, let's restart the server. Let's see what happens. Right, so we'll just have to talk amongst ourselves. Oh, Noogie, thank you very much for the $2 donation. Very much appreciated. Noogie also says, more than welcome, jump onto mine for a look. Jam a game with you. Sounds like a good idea. I'll put it on my list. So thank you very much. Right, let's see. Let's wait for this server to restart. It's always a bit worrying though with the Chernarus server, because this is the one that I've done all the mods on. And you kind of, you know, has it been a mod too far? Has it finally sort of lost stability? And then we're going to have to reset it completely. Normally takes 2 or 3 minutes to restart the server. Hope everybody's enjoying lockdown. Not going too crazy. Does seem to be having a little bit of trouble. Excuse me. Still restarting according to Nitrado. Excuse me. Let's have a quick drink of water. What's going on? Finally a live stream. Yes, unfortunately, the Chernarus server's crashed, and I'm currently restarting it. It's a bit of a bummer. I don't know what it's doing. So, I had to restart it earlier to make it appear. Right, I'll tell you what, I'm going to try something else. Talk amongst yourself. Right, here we go. Right, it's stuck doing something. Well, it looks like we may well have to abandon Chernarus and switch to Livonia, because I'm going to have to raise a ticket. Go out then back in. Yeah, no, it's not a problem with that. It's a problem with the servers. Actually, because I'm looking at the server now on the Nitrado website, and it looks like it's stuck in some sort of loop. It's trying to restart and it can't. Oh, right, here we go. Full stop server, yes. Okay. See if that works. Okay, start server. See if this sorts the problem out. Again, apologies peeps, normal service will be resumed pretty soon. Before you start accusing me of being a guy, I'm not a guy, I'm a 10-year-old woman. Oh, sorry. I do apologise. Right, here we go. Hang on to your hats peeps, ready for exciting game of DayZ as soon as this appears. How is everybody? They're all enjoying DayZ. What maps are your favourite ones? Are you a Chernarus type of person? Are you Livonia? Or are you PvE? Maybe a bit of PvP. Livonia, yes, it is more of a challenge, isn't it, Livonia? Maybe because we don't need it so much, but I think the loot tables... Is the loot table different? It's just spread it out in a different way, isn't it, I think? Cold despite being covered with 3 blankets. Time for a hot water bottle then, I think. Right, come on. Come on, DayZ. What's going on? It's definitely stuck in this loop, isn't it? Well, I do apologise, peeps. This is very boring to watch. You got me into server modding, now it's an everyday activity. It's very, very addictive. Okay, I tell you what, right or so. Let us. Then we'll go into Livonia instead. Right, let's go to Livonia. We'll come back to Chernarus another day. Right, I think I might be a fresh spawn in Livonia. You've got no plums or no apples in your server. Right, okay, nice. Right, okay, yeah, we're definitely a fresh spawn. With no food at all. Is that a building over there? Right, so can we survive? There's a fresh spawn on Livonia. Can we get through that magic first hour? We will see. Alright. Will we just get rained on? And the cupboard was bare. Right, okay. Let's get our bearings. Let's go into this. Okay, so right, another building over there. Always a bit wary on Livonia of heading off in the wrong direction. You know, heading north, get to the edge of the map where there is nothing. At least in Chernarus you've got the sea, haven't you? So you've got a good idea that you might. Luna, so this is my first time watching DayZ gameplay. Are we okay to join? There is no apple or plum. It's normal for Livonia, I think. You won't be able to join. I mean, this is a private server, so you only get in if you're on the whitelist, unfortunately. Yeah, it's only me in the server, so. Right, okay. So, this is like the first hour when you're a fresh spawn are always the most critical. Now, it's easier on these servers because these are private servers where there's no PvE, and I'm the only person on it at the moment, so, you know, I don't have to worry about getting killed by a person. But, you know, starvation. Okay, so we've hit a road, so this is good. We've got buildings, but obviously there'll be zombies around here. Alright, okay. Don't really want to get into any zombie fights at the moment. There's a Gunter. Or an Ada, sorry. Yeah, I just want to... Okay. I'm at quite a disadvantage because I spawned in with no food. So that means I'll starve to death pretty quick, and I'm very thirsty already, as you can see. So unless we find something pretty damn quick, we are going to die. And this tends to happen quite a lot on Livonia. You know, unless you're very lucky and you spawn near a major building, major town, sorry. You've probably got about 15 minutes to find stuff. shouldn't really be sprinting. This is so relaxed. Yeah, that's one of the cool things about DayZ, is that it's a relaxing game to play. But we should deal with this guy. Where you going? I'm over here. Okay. Got some matches. Okay, great. Okay, so we've got some jam. So let's eat that straight away. Yeah, mash those buttons too, right. What's that? Okay. Got some shotgun shells. Oh, wow. Couldn't really ask for more than that. Could be an axe. So, straight away, if we find a chicken or something like that. Ooh. We got our water purification tablets. Let's go and see off this other zombie here, just in case they've got something on them. There. Okay. So we've now got the ability to easily make a fire, problem is we can't cut up anything yet. Damn. We need a knife. Now I'm gonna go across this field by the these little hay bales, because often you'll find mushrooms by these hay bales. I say often, very rarely you'll find them, but sometimes it can be enough to get you through. Again, I've got to resist the temptation to sprint. You use up your energy and your food a lot faster if you're doing that. Oh, Chernarus is back. Alright, cool. That's good. On it, Moxie, though. So it may be very unstable or something. We'll stay in. We might as well stay in Livonia now. For this stream, anyway. Can I see buildings there? I think I can. See, this is the beauty of Livonia, isn't it? Because we don't really know the map properly yet. Well, I don't at all. There's all this discovery. Okay, so we've got... Do we risk going across the river? Getting cold? I think we've got to, haven't we? See if we can avoid getting ill. Okay. Right, what have we got here? Right, we found the railway track, which is good. This looks like a fairly big building. Really need to find something to drink. Right. Come on, DayZ. Just a can of Pepsi, a can of Sprite. Go down sweet right now. I don't think this is that sort of building. Who is it? Oh, we got a saw. Could come in handy. Anything upstairs? Oh, a barrel. Okay. Okay, we've got some outbuildings. We may well have to take a drink from the river. Not a good idea, but if that's all we've got... Another axe. Okay, so we're still sort of alright for food. Our thirst is going to be in the red pretty soon. Your videos cheer me up, Wag's tail. Very good. So, what's happening at the moment is I'm desperate for a drink. Now, obviously, there's a whole river of water there, but I risk getting ill if I take a drink from there. So what we're going to do is we're going to follow this railway, because railways normally lead to towns. If things get desperate, I'll drink from the river. What we should probably do... I don't. You might be able to cut an animal up with an axe. Yeah, so we should. If we go out in the field, you see, there's a chance we'll come across mushrooms by these haystacks or hay bales. Then we can always cut back to the river as a last resort. You can't cut up an animal with an axe. No, to be honest, I didn't think you could. But yeah, I was kind of hoping. Okay, we've got power lines or telegraph lines here as well. So, and I do believe I can see a building in the distance. Good. Okay, so we'll take it nice and slow, because where there's buildings there could be a water pump, and that will keep us alive. Because this is what DayZ is all about, staying alive. If you can stay alive for the first hour, you're normally pretty much set for, well, for as long as you can not make silly mistakes. So that's one of the big dangers of Livonia is the wildlife. You know, if a bear was to come along, I'd be bear meat pretty quick. James, thank you very much for the £5 donation. Just a little thanks for the XMLs. You rule. Well, glad to be of help. Glad to be of help, James. Oh, what's that? No, flowers. Thank you very, very much. Noogie EIM says, have a good night, man. Logo, lots of luck. Please try my server. Have fun. Friendly server once a week. It's shoot 'em up called Noogie Livonia. Goodbye. Brilliant. Thank you very much for joining the stream. Yes, thank you very much again, James. Luna says, mushrooms, yuck. I tell you what, when you're hungry, you'll eat anything. So yeah, so James, brilliant. If people didn't know, what you can do with DayZ is we can now have the ability to mod on consoles in a very limited way. But what you can do is you can change the loot table of the game. So is there stuff on the other side of the river? Oh, there isn't there? Damn. And so one of the things I've tried to do is produce XML files, kind of good to go. The XML files are the things that change how the game behaves. So what I've done is I've produced, I think, 3 lots now of XML files that give you a different experience of DayZ. Basically give you more loot, improve quality of life, so you get more food, more weapons, coloured weapons, different weapons, things that aren't in the game. Like cannabis seeds and things like that, because it's very time consuming and difficult to get started and very easy to make mistakes as well. Okay, right, so there's a big town on the other side of the river, so maybe we should think about crossing the river again. Is there another bridge? I'm sure that last hay bale had shrooms. Oh, right, well, too late now, I'm going this way. James says, you're more than welcome, pal. You're a diamond. Thank you very much, sir. Much, much appreciated. Everything gets fed back into the servers. So. Okay, I can't see. Ah, there's a bridge up there. Good, good, good. So if we hit this bridge, come round. To be honest, I was working on some modding today. But I've kind of got to the point where I mean, guys and girls out there are doing some amazing work with mods and with workarounds to make things work. But unfortunately, I've kind of reached the point where I really want to wait for the access to the init.c files, because a lot of the things we're trying to do are workarounds. You know, when you're trying to spawn buildings in and spawn items in, things like bags and chests, and we're having to use things like events to do it, and that's not really always the best way. Ah, there we go. So let's have a mushroom. Very nice. Yum yum yum. Obviously, don't try this at home, everybody. One shouldn't go around eating mushrooms you find in the fields. Luckily, all the mushrooms you find in the fields in Chernarus and Livonia are not poisonous. Oh, hello. got some more dry matches, so let's drop those ones. Let's pick these ones up. Right, and we're going to rinse these buildings. Here we go. Right, what do we got? Cooking pot. Ooh, wellies. How are our shoes doing? Pristine still, so we don't want to worry about changing them. Right. Now we just need to make sure we don't lose our sense of direction here. Oh, right, okay. And all of a sudden we've gone from a desperate situation to one where we found some mushrooms and a can of drink. Oh look, I do believe on the bed, is that a... Oh no, it's not. I thought it was a backpack. Right, here we go. Take the pot, fill with water and use chlorine tablet. Oh my god, you're a genius, sir. Of course. You see how rusty I am? Where was it? Let's drop a few bits. We don't really need a saw at this point, do we? Okay. Right. Let's have a quick look through these houses. I always feel like DayZ on these streams is more of a team effort. Oh, look at this! Look what we've got. Look at that great backpack. Box 357. Oh, what was that in the corner? Did I miss something? Some netting. Oh, it might come in handy later on. Right. Let's, why don't we go and fill up our water bottle, our pot. Nice. Let's combine that with our chlorine tablets. And now, let us drink from the pot. Oh, beautiful. They should have it all dribbling out, shouldn't they? And spilling down your front. Right, that's it, we're full. Right, let's fill the pot up again. Let's purify it again. Cool. So now we've got a drinking pot. It's got a cooking pot full of water, purified water. Right, let's go and see what else we can find. Castle Gaming says you demand. No, you demand Castle Gaming. Sarsi Panda says, hey man, what change have you made to the server if it's yours? Simon says, transfer it yes to dry bag 2 matches. Yes, good idea. Well, what I decided to do with the Livonia server is leave it vanilla. You know, there's nothing, I didn't change anything on this at all. The Chernarus server has got quite a few quality of life modifications to it to make some things easier, and it's also got custom things in it, you know, things that aren't normally in the game, like books and coloured weapons and, you know, things like that. But I was very aware that I wanted, you know, I believe that one of the reasons why DayZ is so fun and so addictive is that it's hard. And Livonia especially can be very hard, and I wanted to keep that. So, you know, so the Chernarus private servers, they're all modded to be slightly easy. I mean, there's a little bit more food, a little bit more nails, a little bit more of that sort of stuff, you know, to make life slightly easier. Alright, yeah, raincoat, we'll have some of that. Ooh, I dropped my bag. But Livonia is vanilla. Livonia is as the devs would have liked it. Also, I was very aware that one of the problems that could happen with Chernarus, which might be happening right now, because the server seems to be having a few problems, is that, you know, the server could crash and not be able to support the mods long term. So it's another reason. Well, plus I think we've all probably been playing DayZ for quite a while and been playing Chernarus for quite a while, and so to have a bit of have a bit of fun on Chernarus is definitely you know, to liven up a bit with some different stuff is definitely very welcome. Head and ear scratches sound good. Absolutely. Can you put traders on console servers? No, we can't do that sort of mod, unfortunately. Okay, so here we go, our first street sign. So Glinska is 2 kilometers that way, and Kalembrody is 3 kilometers that way. Let me get up. So I'm looking for Glinska and Kalembrody. So Glinska's there. So this is Brenner. Right, I'm in Brenner. Cool. Always good to know where you are. Could do some nice military boots right now. Totally empty. But if I zoom in now, so I'm using the I Survive map now just to have a quick look round. So there is what we want to do is we want to take this road here up into town. Oop. He missed. Easy fella. Quite like his hat though. Would you wear a zombie's hat though in reality? I don't know, I guess it depends how desperate you were, wouldn't it? Dry sec. Ballistic vest. Good for PvE. Not really. PvPv, so PvPvP? PvP? Not so essential in a PvE server. No point weighing myself down with unnecessary items at the moment. Really do with a knife. I can hear the chickens. Man, if I had a knife, chickens. Because the problem with the chickens is if I kill them without a knife, I can't even... Oh, a frag grenade. That's an unusual place to find a grenade at a petrol station. Very, very dangerous. I guess we're close to that military base, aren't we? Military tent. Military container. 20-round mag, C magazine. Okay. Let us head back up this road. And then turn left. Sarsy Panda says, I've got my own server and watch your 1 hour 50 video and follow the steps and it helped a lot. Much love from fellow Brit. Excellent. Glad it helped. Simon says, search me too. Spent the day adding camo net shelters and refrigerator along with pre-built aiders that are preloaded with fuel. Haha, sounds very, very good. The vest will hold additional items. Yes, I think you're right there. But it weighs a lot. Yes, it does. And, you know... I don't need that much more carrying capacity at the moment. We're just out enjoying the fact that it's not raining on Livonia, which is always a plus. Alright, so if we just follow this road up. Looting as we go. Did I do this place already? No. Spare shoes? Oh, trail shoes. Right, let's get rid of these. Get rid of them. Let's put them on. I should have checked see how worn they are, shouldn't I, first? Pristine. Very good. On the Chernarus server, everything spawns in pristine. Which I think is probably one of the best mods. In fact, I would say the best mods that... What's my favourite mods? Everything spawning in pristine is one of the ones where it's not a very flashy mod, but it makes a big difference to the quality of life, because stuff doesn't wear out and your guns don't wear out. That was very good. 308 win. I really like the helicopter mod, where we get a C-130 cargo plane spawning in as a helicrash. I think that because that's visually impressive. You know, when you come across one of those C-130s, you're like, wow, yeah, this is cool. That's good. Magazines spawning in full, and guns spawning in with magazines. I think they were pretty cool mods, those ones. You know, I like the fact that, you know, as soon as you pick up a gun, you can use it. I was always careful, though, that I didn't want to go too far. I didn't want to make it not DayZ, you know? Right, here we go. Zombies all around, but I have my trusty axe. Let's make some rags. What's that on that table? Ooh. What's happening? A fishing hook. I think we'll have that. We might well go fishing at some point. Oh, that zombie's got a rather nice. That is a very nice backpack on that zombie. I'll be having that off you, I think. Yes. Oh, is he glitched out? Oh, damn. Oh, yeah, we'll have that. Oh, here we go. Let's. Now that is a serious backpack now. So, did we do these houses? We did that one, didn't we? This game is really smooth. Happy hunting, bud. Gotta go. Stay safe and keep up the good work, says James. No worries, my friend. Sarsy Pun says, I hate the fact the black raincoat looks brown. Yeah, I guess it does, doesn't it? Okay, so we've got a bag, we've got an axe, we've got a raincoat, so that's good. Bad, we haven't got a knife yet. We need a knife. Without a knife, we can't take advantage of the wildlife and the domesticated hens and pigs and things that are running around, which would make a very nice lunch for us. Because a man cannot live on canned food alone. It's quite a big town though, there's a whole area over there that I haven't touched. Right, looks like we're starting to get towards the heart of the town by the church. There should be a water pump somewhere around here. A rangefinder. Box 357. I must admit, I'm a bit of a shotgun man. I do enjoy the shotgun. Right. Okay, we've got some spare shoes. Excellent. CR75. Can I be bothered? We need a magazine. I suppose we should take it, shouldn't we? You wouldn't say no to a pistol in the zombie apocalypse in reality, would you? This kind of looks like the area where there would be a water pump. One of my favourite things in the entire game is right here. I love these. There we go, that's where I am. Banana. You should be able to rip it off though. And take it with you. Although there are maps in the game you can, unfortunately they don't really work very well on console. There used to be pens and everything, you used to be able to leave people on PC anyway, you could leave people notes. Or blue raincoat. That's nicer, isn't it? Should we get rid of the... Ah, it's a bit... Can you repair a blue raincoat with a leather kit? Yeah. No. Another axe. Livonia is full of axes. Luna the Hellhound says, wax tail. Burby1989 says, I like the game. I like the game too. Sassy Panda says, do you think the next gen of consoles will be able to support full modding for the game? Noogie says, police gear, good start with. Yes, I would agree. Police gear or fireman gear as well. Fireman gear is very good. This version of the game could support full modding if the Nitrado had permission from Bohemian Interactive, the people who make the game, to give us access to something called the init.c file. So at the moment, what we're limited by... Oh look, I could speak to the town with that, couldn't I? At the moment, we're limited to just really being able to alter the loot table in the game. We can spawn things in and spawn... Oh right, well, we've got a sewing kit. But to be able to do things like change the items that a new spawn spawns with, you know, so that you spawn in with like a machine gun and food and stuff, you need access to the init.c file, and we don't have access to that. If we had access to that, we could do amazing things already. You know, you could properly spawn towns in and villages and, you know, different areas. You know, you could really do some special things. You could have deathmatch servers where everybody spawned in around the military base, for example, with a M4A one in their backpack, all that sort of stuff. Obviously, you can only do so much on consoles because you're limited by the performance of them, and it's really for me, it's the optimization of the game on current level consoles. I mean, you've just got to look at something like Warzone, the Call of Duty Battle Royale, and see how amazing not only that game looks, but how well it runs. This huge map with 150 players on, and it runs incredibly smoothly, and there's an awful lot of things going on because the engine that they're using it works incredibly well. And Infinity Ward or Treyarch have been, you know, working for the last, you know, God knows how many years to, you know, to come up with that. And I don't think the DayZ engine works that particularly well on console. So you've got to be careful what you do, because otherwise it breaks the game. But we could have access to init.c. One of the problems maybe with init.c access is that they're worried that some sort of it'll enable people to do some sort of hacking into consoles. Ooh. Right, here we go. That's what we wanted. Right. Have I got any loose shotgun shells? So we could... Right, so we've got 5 shotgun shells in the barrel, and we've got 5 loose ones as well. What's that there? Oh, box 357. Okay. So we're doing alright. What's this? A police jacket. I don't want that one. I like the stripy one. Police pants. Oh yeah, with some tuna in. So we get rid of those. Put them on. We might as well. Have something to eat. Noogie says PS4 console can't handle it, can process it all, not enough RAM, whereas PS5 will be standalone, yes. Why did they take out the craftability to craft a bow? I don't know. What happened with DayZ, if you weren't kind of sure? Obviously it started off as a mod for Armour 2, I think, wasn't it, or something like that. Bohemia Interactive kind of bought the mod off the guy and then created DayZ standalone. But from what I understand, they basically, after a while, realised that the engine that they were running on just wasn't up to snuff, and couldn't support future expansions. And so they had to start again. So they basically scrapped the engine and started again. Which meant that lots of features that were in the game were taken out. So things like limbs breaking, and having to use splints on your arms and legs if you fell a distance, all that sort of stuff was kind of taken out. Real hardcore survival stuff. And lots of people, people who've been playing DayZ for an awful long time, I'm very much looking forward to that coming back in at some point. The funny thing is, though, I kind of get the feeling when you look at the way that DayZ is supported, that Bohemia Interactive, their baby, their real baby is Armour, and if you look at Armour, and you play Armour on PC, it's amazing. It's this military simulator, this sandbox, and they put so much love and help and effort into Armour, and I'd imagine they're a long stick. They'd be working on Armour 4 right now. In fact, some people think that there'll be an announcement for Armour 4 pretty soon. That that you kind of get the feeling they're like, although DayZ is by far their most successful piece of software, they've sold more than anything else. They're kind of a bit like, well, Armour is really our thing. The military simulator, not the zombie game, which is a bit of a shame, really. I could be wrong. I'm sure there's people at DayZ Bohemia who are obsessed by DayZ. But hopefully, as well, with the next generation of consoles, we'll not only get DayZ running better, because we'll have more power, but maybe we'll get like Armour 4. That would be really cool if they can make it. The problem with Armour is that it's a PC player's wet dream in terms of controls. There's so many controls that you've got to learn. It's a bit of a nightmare. And so whether you could actually do it on console, it's also incredibly difficult as well. Ooh. Can of Pepsi, thank you very much. I've been playing it through GeForce Now, but it's so difficult to survive in that game. Lots of netting around. Some more seeds. Hello. Come on then. Moxie says, oh sorry, let me go back a bit. Rolling a joint, good for you, sir. Saucy Panda says, did you ever think we would get a Winter Star map with new guns and clothes? Maybe. Maybe. I mean, that would be the beauty if they brought us PC style mods. You could import maps from other people, so that'd be good. Moxie says, I think what you've done with the Chernarus server is close to perfection. Shame you can't do anything about the rain. Yes, well that's very kind of you to say so, Moxie. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Again, rain is hidden, I think, in the init.c file, so again, it's something we don't really have access to. Noogie says, I had to put cannabis into my server, but I can't roll a joint or do moon joint. No, you have to pretend. Nicholas says, try a server called Legion. I'll put it on my list. It's the best server on PS4. Is Skunk a better server to use instead of the one we use now? Sorry to ask a lot. I don't know. I don't know what obviously I know what Skunk is, but I don't know how it relates to DayZ or servers. It always amazes me how many glow sticks you find in this game. People must have really loved glow sticks before the zombie apocalypse in Eastern Europe. They really did, didn't they? Some wire. Still not a knife, though. Still not a knife. Loads of axes. How's my axe looking? Still pristine. Okay, don't need to worry about changing that. Mark II pistol mag. Now we came up that road, didn't we? So it looks like there's more houses that way and more houses this way. Sassy Panda says, I got rid of glow sticks in my server and road players. I want to survive, not rave. Nicholas says, Legion is a faction-based server, and if you want my faction, pick you up and roll with you if you ever choose to play on a server. Thanks for the offer, Nicholas. I'll try and take you up one day. Noogie, it's a server of DayZ, but it costs a lot to use. Ooh, I don't know then. Bus stops good for knives. Bus stops are good for knives. Yes! Gosh, all these hints and tips coming from the chat. Disinfectant spray. Could come in handy, maybe. Maybe not. Trust me, chicken, you wouldn't be clucking if I had a knife, I tell you. Oh, hatchet. Can you use a hatchet to chop up a chicken? I don't think you can you? Go have a knife. Oh, well, we got another sewing kit. Great. Oh, look at that, a barrel. Oh. Some rope. So we could make a fishing line if we wanted to. So we've got a hook, haven't we? Can we use the buses or trucks? Not yet, unfortunately. Right, let's check out this little farm building. Oop. Right, well, our first wound of the evening. Craft hooks from bones, that's true. You can also craft hooks from bones. Oh, another barrel. Pretty sure you don't tend to find knives in there. I guess this is some sort of cow shed, isn't it? We don't need no school backpack. Excuse me. Here we go, we got another cow shed. What's that down there? Excuse me, let me just take a quick drink. Oh, yellow dry bag. Very nice. Another barrel. I just like the noise it makes when you open them. Okay, so I guess this is the other end of the town, wasn't it? Definitely a more industrial area. Have I been through already? Yes, I have, haven't I? Yeah. So we're kind of back to the crossroads here, I think, aren't we? Just the bridge is just up here on my right. Okay, so we picked up a few bits, not much though. So which way? Which way? They're about the same. I'm kind of feeling I want to go towards Cullenbrody because I haven't really been up that end of the map that much. I've spent a lot of time building bases up at Tupperland, sort of around the western side, so this will be a new experience. Have we got any food? We haven't, have we? We still need to find a knife. There's plenty of food around because I can hear it clucking. But without a knife there's no point killing it. Oh, a tent. Can I carry a tent? In fact, I don't need a hand grenade. What am I carrying a hand grenade for? I don't need that pistol either. Let's get rid of that. Do we need disinfectant spray? I don't think so. We don't need matting. Oh, I'm still carrying my dry bag. No, I don't need to carry the dry bag. Okay, can we pick up the tent? Yes. So we've now got a tent. I do like a tent. I kind of wish that one of the survival mechanics should be when you log... Oh, another can of drink. Lovely jubbly. One of the survival mechanics should be that you have to put up a tent. Oh, BK-43. That's the break action shotgun. Very nice. We got a pump though. Pump will do. A hatchet. Hatchets works to cut food. Do they really? Are you sure? Because I am very excited if you are right, sir. No head or ear scratches then. Quick scratch. Moxie says, look for stones on dirt paths and train lines to craft a knife. X. Attach a glow stick to your backpack. Yes, I could do, couldn't I? Right, where was that hatchet? Ah, it's on the floor there. Okay. Okay, let's go and catch us some lunch. A little bit of art there. Hope you like it. I see you, little chicken. Or rooster. Come here. Ah, no. You won't let me. Damn. Yeah, I can't. See, you should be able to take the carcass with you, shouldn't you? But my character's got black nail varnish on. Okay. Oh well, live and learn. Sorry, chicken. Told you that, yes, but you know, it's always good to test these things because you never know. Devs change stuff. One of the things that I didn't realise they changed until well after the fact is when they took away the need for you to put oil in cars. It used to be a right. I mean, it still is a right nightmare trying to get a car running. But you used to have to find, I think it was 2 or 3 bottles of oil as well to top it up. And then the car would crash 5 minutes down the road. I guess that's a cool mod on the Chernarus server. The fact that we've got, I think I spawned 20 4x4s in with ready to go. You know, you just need to. They've got fuel in the boot. You just need to find some water. So that was pretty cool. I mean, you got to remember all of these mods that I've come up with, that I've put together. They're not. I haven't invented them. All I've done is taking them from other places and kind of brought them together into one place. In fact, as one of you guys was saying earlier, Oil Hill's a damaged engine but doesn't work well, so they removed oil in the last update, I think. Oh no, they took it out. It's not fair. Luna's back. Yeah, so things do change in the game. The devs aren't that brilliant at communicating these changes all the time. Right, so you would have thought one of these houses would have a nice kitchen knife. You said expecting it to be a kitchen knife, but it wasn't. I don't want to get lost here. Right, okay, so that's the road there, isn't it? Pretty sure this isn't the next town. This is just a little village. Oh, what's that? Oh, screwdriver. I thought it was a knife. Yeah, 2 stones, you can make a sharpened stone, can't you? Or if you grab the sledgehammer, you can smash stones out of rocks, can't you, to make them, then rub them together. Yeah, very clever. It's like you know that I can't eat you. You wait till I find a knife. And it's going to be KFC for lunch. Oh, we found loads of drinks. We're cool for drinks, haven't we? We've got that cooking pot full of water. You know how zombies chase cows? I wonder why zombies don't chase chickens. Yeah, you crack on, mate. I'll be back. What town are you in? I'm making my way towards Columbrody. Oh, this could be Columbrody. This could be Columbrody. I don't think it is. Could be. If there's a church, it could be. But I don't think it is. I hope I'm going the right way. It would be the first time I've got lost. But we've got lots of water. I'm sure we're going to find a knife pretty soon and then we're going to kill some chickens. Right, so we got some strawberry jam. I might as well just eat that now. Did I just hear some gunfire? There's nobody else on the server. Let's wash it down with a bit of Pepsi. Ah, right, maybe I am in Actually, I'm not really sure where I am. Because this town is pretty big. Unless, of course, I've gone the wrong way. And I'm in Galinska. But I'm pretty sure I kept the river to my right, so this should be Columbrody. Alright, there's a water pump here. Right, okay, so we got a water pump next to a church. So let's have a look. Yeah, this could be... This could be... Does it? No, they're on opposite sides of the... Yeah, you, eh? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I haven't just come around in a massive circle, have I? I just recognised that blue. I'm sure, didn't I try that blue raincoat on? And saw that it was damaged and decided not to go with it. Let's see if there's any road signs. There's a police station over there. Okay, I've gone round in a massive circle. They're those hiking pants I took off earlier. Somehow, I'm still in Brenner, I think. Yeah, I think I'm still in Brenner. Okay. So we need to get back down to the river. Yeah, look, there's the sign that I was looking at earlier. Bloody hell. You're in Brenner, yes. You need a bicycle game, yes, 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 yes. And now my mouth is drooling. Oh yeah, nice KFC. Simon says, Baez861, I hope Brenda is cool with that. Nice bit of chicken, lovely. Right, okay, let's head back onto the down to the river valley. And we want to keep the river on our right. Strange place to put some lights. Right, okay. So let's just double check the river's over here. Yeah. Right, okay, so we're going the right way this time. Well, we were going the right way last time, we just managed to loop back on ourselves. Now, did we go through all these houses? Have a quick look. How are my shoes doing? Pristine still. I don't need a third sewing kit, thank you very much. Nice. Something strange is going on here. This is like somebody died here. While they've been carrying this stuff. Maybe, or they've dropped it because their backpack got full. Strange. Anybody else on the server? No. Come on, just one little knife, that's all I want. One little knife. Right, onward. Okay, so this is going to say we're leaving Brenner, isn't it? Yeah. Oh dear. Justin Vaughan says, do you have any mods like the 300 round AKM mag? No, not on this server. And I didn't put it on my modded Chernarus server either, because apparently it's a bit of a... Several people have said it's a bit of a lag fest, that's... that machine. That mag. So, with the Scalespeeder Gaming private servers, we've got two servers for PlayStation, 2 servers for Xbox, Livonia and Chernarus for each. The Chernarus servers are the modded ones that have got various quality of life mods and, you know, cool stuff, you know, like swords, cannabis seeds, coloured weapon variants, you know, that sort of stuff, C-130s. But the Livonia server is totally vanilla, you know, for the pure, as it's meant to be experienced, DayZ adventure. So currently, I mean, I've done alright on this one. We've got past the first hour of survival, which is always the more difficult thing. It's getting slightly overcast, so I imagine it's going to start throwing it down in a minute. I've got plenty of water, loads of water in fact. I've got a cooking pot full of water and 2 or 3 more cans of drink. The thing I am short on is food, and I haven't got a knife. In fact, we should really be running through the field, going from hay bale to pick up potential mushrooms. Okay, I can see one building in the distance. Hey Scalespeeder, do we have a PC server? Not yet, no. Not yet, no. I'm considering it. I'm considering it. Oh, I'm getting a bit tired now. I have to finish in a minute, I think. Yeah. I'm not sure whether there's enough demand for. There's so many PC servers out there, you know, for people to play on anyway. I don't know whether we need. It's something I'm going to look into, because what I'm very interested in is what modding we can do on Nitrado PC servers. If it turns out we can mod stuff, then, well, I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm really not sure about it. Yeah, there's lots of other avenues for a PC, I think. Plus, I don't play PC games. I mean, I know you'll see them on my channel because I play them through GeForce Now. But it's not the best way of doing things, and my much preferred format for my gaming is definitely on console. You know, you can play on the big TV, you can relax, you don't have to worry about having a keyboard, and you can generally just chill out. And I really prefer this form factor. And I think I'm probably too old to change. Justin says, I put 3 PC with it. I put 3 non-player characters with that mag on mine as a scavenger hunt. Oh, cool idea. When you decide, could you let me know, please? I will. Justin Vaughan says, helicopter coming to PC. Right, yeah, well, there's all sorts of mods, isn't there? I dread to think what the helicopter would be like if you put it on console. Can you imagine that? I mean, it'd be nice if they could just get cars working properly. I mean, when you're in a car, it's brilliant, and you're driving around. You're like, oh man, this is so good. You just imagine, you know, being able to transport lots more stuff all over the place, and then the car glitches out and crashes. You're like, okay. Wait a minute. We've got some sort of junction here. I love the fact that they have beaded suit cushions in their police cars. Very good. Anything in the boot? Nope. Oh, a flashlight. Right, so let me have a quick look at the I Survive map. Ah, right, okay, so... probably the quickest way is actually to go this way now. And here comes the rain. Dalton says, is there a way to put an admin tool into the game? No, all the admin tools are handled via the Nitrado website. I mean, on Xbox, you can access things, you know, via the Xbox Nitrado app, but it is a real pain in the ass to do anything unless you've got a keyboard and mouse attached to your Xbox. But yeah, use the Nitrado app. I mean, there is a mobile app as well which has limited functionality, but most of the stuff you need to use your laptop or computer to do for, you know, whitelisting players, changing passwords, changing the mod files, all this sort of stuff. So what we're going to do, we're just going to make our way to the next town, which should be just up here. Should be a bridge. And I'm going to pop my tent, and then we're probably going to call it a day, because the rain has started to come down. We've been very lucky in Livonia. Normally it rains all the time. We will continue our... I think we'll probably stay on Livonia tomorrow, and we'll stay with Livonia until we find a knife and cook us, catch ourselves some food. Right, so here's the bridge. So basically there's a little town up here. Dalton says, how much do you charge to make me a type? I don't I don't do that, mate, unfortunately. I've done lots of videos that show you how to do it, and it's not that difficult. But yeah, I don't do a paid for service. I just haven't got the time, I'm afraid. Plus, I've kind of had a few discussions on my Discord about this as well. I'm not sure about the ethics of charging for mods on DayZ. Hello, what's in here? Some seeds, right? Mainly because the problem is the devs could change something tomorrow that break the game, and so I guess what after service would you have to put in to say, look, I charge you for these. I charge you for these mods, but if they break tomorrow, what's what am I going to do to help you out of that? Or if say someone charges you for an XML file, a types file, and then it stops working after 3 months. Okay, so yeah, so that's kind of why I don't do that. I mean, by all means, if you use my XML files, if you go back through my DayZ videos, you should see there's 3 where I've done these packs of XML files to do various things, basically to make life a little bit easier. If you want to throw me the odd donation, that's fine, but I don't do custom ones. I mean, the thing I would say is if it's an interesting mod you've got an idea for, by all means come and join the Discord and and ask me, and I may well decide to do. I haven't really got much time, but I could well decide to do. There's a lot of zombies around here. One of the things I've thought about doing videos on is where people have got specific needs for types files. I could do something with that, but I'm not really that sure. Okay, so what we're gonna do. This looks like a nice area. Let's get in our tent. Let's dry our trousers off. Would you know how to make it where you can have unlimited stamina? No, we can't do that on consoles yet. Right, I am now dry. Got to remember how to do this now. I can't remember how to sit down. How do we do it? What do you press? You got to be standing up to do it. How do I do the oh, it's on the D-pad. Here we go, yeah. That's better. Right, we are now lying down in our tent, ready to wait out the rain. on Livonia, and we've had an interesting evening, haven't we? Dalton says it would be nice if we could make it where we don't have to eat or drink stuff or ever get sick. Yeah, but would it really be DayZ then? Would it be? I don't think it would be. It'd be something else, wouldn't it? You know. Anyway, thank you for everybody for coming along for the stream tonight. It's been really cool. Enjoyed it an awful lot. Thank you very much for the donations that came through tonight from James and Noogie. Much appreciated. But thanks to everybody for commenting and just watching as well. Now remember, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, hit the notifications if you want lots of videos. I do lots of videos, and thank you very much everybody for coming along. Enjoy DayZ, stay safe above all, that's the most important thing, and I'll see you all again soon.